So, hi. It's been a year since I've uploaded anything. I've streamed quite a bit throughout the year, but in terms of videos, the last one was exactly a year ago. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I guess it's time for my yearly anime update. So, let's get into it. First up, and I'm gonna go in the order based on the order I watched the anime in. So if you remember in my last anime video, I mentioned I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen, no, not Jujutsu Kaisen, Yu Yu Hakusho and Full Metal Alchemist. I finished one of those. It took me 3 months, but I finally got through Yu Yu Hakusho. I was like 100 and something episodes, and it's really good. No, see, I should go in this order. Season 1 is a great starter season. Season 2, amazing. The best tournament arc of all of anime. It's so good, the Dark Tournament. Season 3 keeps up that same pace. It's like a great villain continuing on the story. Great. Season 4, Season 4, oh my gosh. It has a good premise, but it was executed so badly, so horrendously. It just left a bad, horrible just taste at the end. Like, it's so frustrating because everything else was so good, but just like I'm pretty sure the author, the same guy who made Hunter x Hunter, just got burnt out of it and just was going through, just did not want to finish it. And just like, I really feel like instead of just ending it, he should have gave it to someone else to finish off in a better way. It was just, oh man, I don't know. Right now I'll put it at B. It's subject to change. Maybe I'll bump it down to C. But just cause like, the first 3 seasons were good, but just the last one was so bad. I don't know if it needs to be dragged down to C for that. I don't know. I'm going to leave it at B for now, but it's just, oh man, so frustrating. It was so good. It was so good. The characters were great. The storyline was great. It's just, man, that 4th season was horrible. Oh, and also another thing about Yu Yu Hakusho, I am so excited to see the live action version because I want to see like how horrible it's gonna be. There's no shot it's gonna be good. I've already seen the character; it's gonna be so bad. But I'm really excited to see it though, how horrible it is. And it's a horrible idea, but especially since Netflix is doing it, yeah, it's gonna be horrible. All right, next up, Demon Slayer. I started a little bit after Yu Yu Hakusho. Its 3rd season just wrapped up, but I think I started it in October. In terms of animation, amazing, top tier quality. I think Unfathomable. I forgot the studio, but amazing job. And story wise, not bad. Story's not bad, but it's just like serviceable, just to continue the plot and have amazing fights. Protagonist good. The characters for the most part are decent actually. Just a few of them like Zenitsu and I forgot the boar guy's name. I forgot his name already because he wasn't in season 3. So yeah, I forgot his name. But it's just those ones, they just have a lot of their personality like doesn't seem to change much. Like Zenitsu's always crying and it's just, oh my gosh, their personalities are a bit grating for me, but honestly it's not, doesn't take away from the amazing animation. I still like to see them fight. Zenitsu's really cool when he goes into his sleep state and all that. And Demon Slayer, it's really, really good. It doesn't subtract that much from the show, not even like maybe tiny bit, but anything between S and A, probably A. Still amazing. I even have, well, I'll show you a picture. I even got a figure of Demon Slayer of a character that was seen in season 3, but it's gonna have a much bigger presence later on. I am so excited for the fights for season 4 and 5. I think I am so excited because I've seen from the manga, and it's just gonna be crazy. And the animation definitely carries, but it's done so good, and the characters are nice. I really like a lot of the characters, like Rengoku, Tengen, Tanjiro's cool. I like, and Nezuko, Genya, and all. There's a lot of characters I do like, but yeah, A tier. Good, real good anime. Okay, actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna put Demon Slayer in S because I think the positives of Demon Slayer like severely outweigh like the little problems I have with it. Honestly, so it honestly deserves S because I'm looking at some of my other options and definitely yeah, it just deserves S because a lot of them I want to put in A, but like Do I want to put him on the same level as Demon Slayer? It deserves S, honestly, for me. It's like, honestly, probably one of my top 3 favorite anime right now. But so yeah, S tier. All right, next up. Hold on, wait, let me read this. We got Chainsaw Man, the most anticipated and hyped up shonen action anime for a long time, over a year, I think. During the summer, especially when they showed that first trailer, oh my, it went so crazy. I was hyped. I was so excited. I watched a manga video explaining the whole story, and I was so excited to see everything animated. And Mappa did it. In terms of animation, great. Story, I love it. And what else? The characters I really like too. Really enjoyable characters. But I feel like the season, it could have ended off at a better spot. Mappa did 12 episodes, and I really think they should have I would have rather waited longer to see more. Jujutsu Kaisen usually has 26 or something in its first season, and I really wish I got to see more of the world. 12 episodes, it feels like we just got a tiny little piece, and it's so annoying. I'm gonna put it at A just because we didn't see a lot of it. Demon Slayer had 24, and it felt like a complete season. What else? Jujutsu Kaisen felt like, okay, a complete season, we've had enough of it. But Chainsaw Man, it was 12, having it 12 episodes. I much rather would have waited a lot longer to in terms of animation, it's great, but I'm gonna keep it at A tier right now. But it's still great, honestly. But I just wish it wasn't 12 episodes, honestly, and I would happily waited another year and a half. But I can see why they did it. It's a new anime, not too well established, but the hype was crazy though. But I don't think the studio could have anticipated that. But I think season 2 is leaked in the works right now. I mean, it has to be. I heard that the CEO of Mappa said, confirmed it was a success. So yeah, A tier, great. I liked it a lot. Oh, there we go. Okay. Next up, we got Mob Psycho, and this was on my last tier list video too, and for that one, I ranked the first 2 seasons. This one's for the 3rd season, just ranking the anime as a whole as well, based on that. 3rd season came out, the final season, created by same guy who made One Punch Man, and 3rd season was great. I love the animation, top tier as usual. The ending wrapped up super nicely. The fights were great. A lot of emotional moments, which wrapped up the story kind of nicely. It was just honestly a great anime. I would say, honestly, S tier. It was just great. There was one episode I didn't like, but out of the whole thing, I didn't really care. I didn't really like the alien episode. That one just wasn't really for me. But it makes sense in the story. Mob's he's with the main character's with his friends and all that, and an emotional moment. And I said, it was a personal preference, but overall there was a lot of action. Liked it, and the emotional scenes, especially at the end, dude. The ending, I would just say the part with Reagan at the end in the final bout, dude. That part was so cool, and the music had the original intro. Oh man, that scene was so nice to watch. Had a lot of great emotional and fight moments, and it's just just an overall nice ending to a good anime, which a lot of anime don't get good endings. Honestly, it's so it was nice to see that. It was nice to see that. So honestly, S tier. It deserves it. Great job. All right, another anime. I forgot when part 1 came out. I know part 2 came out in October, and I don't know when I started watching it though. But I remember this anime was really hyped up. A lot of people were talking about it, and I was hesitant to watch it at first because I think I might not really like it. I'm more of a shonen action kind of guy, but there's a decent amount of action. It's it has a good, honestly, really good. It has a great mix of action and slice of life stuff, which is great, and love the characters. And I'm glad I gave it a chance, honestly, because it is really, really good. I will say in the part 2, the one episode I just did not like. I thought it was a waste of time. Was the one where Anya is in school, and it was the kid thought he was getting kicked out, but he wasn't, and it was just oh my gosh. But everything else I loved. It was just great, honestly. Just a nice laid back, relaxing, chill with some action anime, and A tier. It's just so good. I'm really excited about the movie. I think a trailer quotation mark just dropped, and I'm glad I gave it a chance. It has a nice mixture of action and emotion, which I can really appreciate. So A tier. All right, next up is I don't know if I don't think a lot of you won't recognize this logo. It's from an anime called Dororo. It's a samurai. It takes place around the Edo period. There's samurai. There's like warriors, archers. Like, yeah, it takes place during like the samurai-ish period. And I'm not gonna spoil too much about the story. There's like a lot of monsters and stuff, but just because I wouldn't do justice explaining it. But I think when I started watching this, it was a decision between I'm going to watch Dororo or Vinland Saga, which is also really good, and the second season just finished. And I was like, I'll do Dororo. And honestly, it's just a great story, honestly. Just a great story, full of action as well, of emotions. Like, kind of has like a good mixture of like emotion and action, like similar to Spy X Family. Definitely more action orientated, because that's how like the main character progresses by like killing, like each time he like I said this is kind of a really vague spoiler, but he like the more like stuff he kills, the more he like grows and like how do I say, like the more stuff he kills, the more stuff he like gains, like literally and figuratively speaking. I'm not doing justice explaining it, but it's just like a nice overall cool, good story that I enjoyed watching. And it's pretty short, like 24 episodes, but it took me a while to watch it because I was watching a bunch of other stuff but at the time. But yeah, A tier. Just nice, solid, and I really enjoyed it. It was a nice anime to watch. Alright, next up, you already know, it's My Hero. Oh man, the show that has like, I think I explained this on my last tier. There's another repeat tier lister from last year. I put it in C tier because like My Hero has a lot of good moments and a lot of bad, just boring moments, I'd say. Now I wouldn't even say emotional. I wouldn't mind if they're like, it just wasn't too emotional, just kind of like boring filler stuff in season 5. Oh man, there was a lot of that. But season 6, I'm happy to say, was good. Season 6 hit. It was like I enjoyed it all the way through, and it was a good time. It was one of those seasons where like, okay, stuff's actually happening. And season 5 was kind of a build up to that, but with just so much like stuff that just wasn't necessary, just filler. But season 6 was good. That's the main point. The reason I'm putting this on my tier list is because season 6 came after I ranked my last one. So it came out in October as well, along with Chainsaw Man, Spy X, and Mob Psycho, I think. Yeah, I think it was those 4, the main October ones. And honestly, and I kind of know the story for season 7 for the next one, from like manga videos and stuff. So I think it deserves B tier, unless they somehow massively screw up the 7th season. I meant. I think it deserves to go B. After, even though it's had like, especially in season 4 and 5, had some bad moments, I think it's finally found its footing again. I honestly forgot what happened in season 3, but it's a good, nice weekly anime to watch. Honestly, for me, I watched up until like the end of like the little war part, took a long break, and then once the season ended, I came back and watched the rest of it, and it was good. The whole Deku Vigilante arc was nice to watch. It was cool, and so that's why I think it deserves a B. Just because it's actually getting good again, and the stakes are high, and all that. Yeah, it's good. B tier. All right, now we're going. I recently, actually, I know it came out a while ago, but I just recently watched the what is it, final season, part 3, part 2, the 1 hour special thing with when the rumbling finally kicks in and all that, and I'm happy to say it was pretty good. It was hype. It was really cool to watch. And this is also another repeater on my tier list. Last time I rated it in B tier, and I'm still gonna put it at B right now, just because again, I think I said this last tier list, I can appreciate Attack on Titan. I understand why it's so beloved. It's just not, I would say, for me as much. I can't really get into like all the hype. It has great characters and all that, and I love the transition, like Aaron's transformation throughout the whole seasons, and all the characters I love. And but I just prefer like things like I'll get into this one, like Demon Slayer, Mob Psycho, Chainsaw Man, and Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff like that. I just prefer that genre like a lot more. Like that's my S tier genre. But I can appreciate Attack on Titan. But I'm gonna give it a B right now because I'm gonna wait for its finale in the fall, and then that's when I'll probably consider moving it up to A tier if that's just as good. And I have to imagine it's gonna be just as good, like everything, like the animation, the ending. Well, I'm really curious about how everyone's gonna feel about the ending. I am so, because I know how it ends. I've like seen it, but I'm so excited to look on Twitter and what everyone's thoughts on it once it finally concludes, because it's divisive. It's really divisive. I really like it. I like the ending, but I just want to see. But that's just a preference. But what else I was gonna say something else. I'm excited to see how it's animated because they really have their work cut out for them. I think Map is animated again, and yeah, and it was like it's a great the final part 3, part 2, or whatever. The way they named it's so confusing, but it was really good. I'm still gonna put it at B, but after the finale, that's when I'll make the decision, like probably move it up to A. I can still appreciate it. I like it, but just like I personally think like if I had to say my problem with Attack on Titan as a whole, like the part itself, the final part's like really good. I might get into that in another video. I don't want to get into it here. What's like my gripes with Attack on Titan and all that, but overall B tier, great, cool anime, and or the final part with the rumbling was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a great hour spent to watch Attack on Titan. It was good. Really good, actually. All right, Jujutsu Kaisen. This one really shouldn't be on this tier list because I ranked it in my last tier list, and season 2 literally came out like 2 days ago. Episode 1 of season 2. But I'm just gonna decide. Honestly, I don't want to wait a year to talk about it. I'm so excited for season 2. I'm just gonna put it in S automatically. I think, as you guys know, Jujutsu Kaisen is my favorite anime. It's so good. The action's amazing. All the characters are great. I can't think of a character off the top of my head I don't like. What else? The manga's going crazy right now. It's in its final stages of. It's not ending anytime soon, but it's in its final stages. Dude, the fight in the manga right now, it's crazy. I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously, and I am so excited for season 2, especially August 31st is when the Shibuya arc starts. I think that's gonna be like the best, like peak animation fiction. The fights are gonna go crazy. Season after that is still good, but I think season two, the Shibuya arc is gonna go so insane. Assuming they don't cheapen out on the animation, which I doubt they will do. Imagine this like ages like milk and like warm milk, and it does. But I'm just putting this, and I kind of wanted just something else to put in the tier list, honestly, as well, to kind of fill it out more. But yeah, again, season 2 just dropped. This is just honestly just for me to talk about how much I love Jujutsu Kaisen and talk about how I'm so excited for season 2. The first episode of season 2 was great, a great first episode, and it just gets even crazier. And also, I really like how I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously, but how the intro kind of shows kind of like it's like a slice of life intro, but the things that things that happen though, like in the actual season, it gets really crazy. It's really funny how they kind of the intro is kind of like a slice of life, but the actual contents of season 2 is quite gruesome, to say the least. But oh man, I'm so excited. That was just pretty much to say how much I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Anyway, was that it? I think that was the last one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that is my complete tier list. Definitely less anime than last tier list. That's because like the last tier list was like through multiple years of anime watching, and also for this one within a year, I also watched a ton of other shows that are not anime. Like what have I watched? I watched Better Call Saul, all 6 seasons. I watched The Boys, all 3 seasons, and season 4 is gonna come out. I don't know when. That's still TBD. The Boys is great, and what else have I watched? Breaking Bad, I'm almost done with, and it's insane. And yeah, everything's pretty high, but I think the reason for that is I'm pretty particular about what anime I choose to watch, because I like, I don't want to waste my time with like trash anime, like Promised Neverland season 2. Like the reason I didn't watch it because like I'm pretty busy right now in my life, like with school, what was it? School, watching my pets, helping stuff around the house. Like I am crazy busy lately, especially for like even right now with summer classes, and especially like until just indefinitely right now. And even I tried to squeeze some games fitting in with the shows and stuff I watch, like Dark Souls. I'm almost done with. Amazing game. I might stream the end of that. I'm not sure, but Dark Souls has been amazing so far. It took me like, I think I started last spring, and I just kind of want to watch good, like a lot of good stuff, like spend my time watching something that's really good. Maybe eventually I'll take a chance on like a Shot in the Dark anime, what I think of it, and but honestly, yeah, also give me recommendations of what anime I should watch, other than, hold on, I'm gonna put like a list of like the anime I have on my list. Don't recommend these ones if it's on the list. I've already have them on there. I got a big list of anime to get through, which I'll probably get like through like maybe 10 by the end of this year, I'm guessing. I don't know. But yeah, or it doesn't even have to be anime. It can just be like other shows and or movies even. I'm gonna make an anime tier list an anime movie tier list, because I do have some of those. Once I watch a few more anime movies, I'd say, because there's a lot I want to talk about with anime movies. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in 6 months when I upload my, or maybe 3 months on my next video. I don't know when, but it was not. I just wanted to talk about this. It's just something I like talking about, comparing all of these. And yeah, thank you. I will see you all in months. I have no idea.